at midfield, and you're gonna have to kind of bear with me tonight. Lacrosse is not a game that I really know, and I don't normally announce it, but I was pressed into service, so I'll do the best I can. I do know that the team in blue, that's the Jets, and Pope John looks like they're in the dark blue with gold letters, and the Jets in the light blue North Carolina Tar Heel blue and black and white letters. And I do have the Jets roster here, so I'll try to pick up the numbers and let you know who's out there for the home team. So we're just underway here, and both of these teams have been having a tough start to their season. I believe they each have 1 or 2 wins, as number 6 for Pope John sneaks in there and just threw it by him. Nobody picked him up. That was Gaskell, who just ran right around the defender, and Pope John, just as I was talking about how they've been struggling, number 6 with a quick move right to the goal, and I'll try to pick up the midfielders for Lynn. That is number 28 is Josue Matul in the center. That looks like number 15. Let's see. And here they go. Quickly, let's see who that is. Well, the Jets with the ball, pass over on the side here behind the net now as the Jets begin to attack. Looks like number 8 over here, and one of the attackers that's Shidley Belize. As the Jets come back to play some defense, and Pope John, we're just underway. 10 minutes to go here in the first period, and Pope John just having scored on top 1-0. And right here, this is number 6 is Gaskell. He's the one who snuck in for the first goal. We have a whistle. We got a slashing. And the Jets go back on offense here, as carries down the middle of the field. He's got a white helmet for the Jets, I believe. Oh, there's another one over there. I thought I'd be able to identify him quickly, but most of them have black. Well, I guess it's kind of mixed. So over here on the near side, number 23 for the Jets is Quinn Brinkler. And here comes Matul, not able to stop. Number 1 for Pope John. Passes, nice play as Josue Matul, who a running back on the football team and played defense too, just made a nice play to snag that pass right out in front of the goal. And it looks like a couple of substitutions here. Look like Matul is out, and hard to pick up the numbers. So, Pope John from behind the goal here. Passes out to Louis Sell, and his shot is offline, but Pope John recovers, and here's the player that scored the first goal. That's Gaskell. He's working the stick there, back and forth. Good defense by the Jets. Goalie has got his stick up ready. See if we can make out the number there, and cut to the goal, but stolen away, and down the left side of the field. Suddenly they're on the attack. Nice pass right to the goal for a score. Let's see who it was. We can pick it up. It's just tough to pick up the numbers from here, but I believe it's. See if he turns around, we might be able to pick him up. I believe he's in the middle there. And that was Sam Ennis scoring the first goal with a nice assist from the big dude in the middle of the field. I'll be able to get you his number when he gets a little closer, but he made a nice play and ran all the way down the field, and he gets the assist. This is Belize fighting, but Pope John steals it away. And Pope John on the attack. Here comes Gaskell again. The assist on that last play. Nice goalie. Nice save. Flings the ball all the way down the field. Number 10 for Pope John, bringing it back. And here comes Pope John mounting an attack. They've got 3 attackers. They go out to the wing there and back. Right out in front. Oh, nice block. That was point blank range there for that goalie. I believe the goalie is that number. Let's see if we can pick up the number on the goalie. If it's number 3, that would be Alan Albernos. Alan with a nice save there from only a few feet away, and the big man who carried the ball all the way down the field, and then a nice pass to Ennis was Brian Clardy with the assist. He's in the center right now, number 18. Albernas tries to get another dive by Albernas, but Pope John has it all. No goalie there. Albernas with an acrobatic play around the goal as he was scrambling to land on the ball, and he came flying back around the goal and was able to block it. So nice play by Albernas. We're all even here at 1 with 5:50 to go. Hard check there by number 12, and that was for Pope John. That's Curtis for Pope John, and here they come down. This is Gaskell to believe I thought I heard him say number 18, and that would be, he just left the field. That would be for the Jets. That would be Clardy, but so we'll see if the Jets are man down here. As Pope John, nice block by Albernas. A hard shot from about 15 15 yards out. Pope John with most of the offense in this first period, but we're all even at 1. The Jets with just a couple of offensive attacks, but they scored on one. Nice block, and no, this is Clardy again, but knocked out, and Pope John picks it up, and here they come. Number 5 with the silver helmet. Ooh, that shot. He flung that one. That shot went about 5 feet over the net. That's Helbrey. The man with the silver helmet. Mr. Helbrey. So Pope John has had most of the had it going their way. They scored in about the first 30 seconds, and since then, here comes number 6 again. Tries to get it to the middle, and he does. Shot is offline. So Pope John with a number of shots on goal, but they haven't been on target except the very first one, which was he almost walked right in on the goalie and scored in the first 30 seconds. But now we have 4:10 to go, and we're all even at 1. Good game so far. Jets holding their own, and that one is bounced. High bounce goes right over the goal. And I'm comparing the Jet goalie, who looks to be, I don't know how high those goals are, but maybe about 6 feet. He looks like 25. He's quite a bit smaller. If you look at the goalie for Pope John, he practically reaches it. So, and here we go, as number 2 goes for the Jets, flying down the middle of the field. Nice pass to the side. Couldn't be handled. Number 2 for the Jets. That was, where is he? Number two. We don't see a 2 there. We're checking the rosters here. Well, it might be mismarked. I believe that was 2. Yeah, I think so. He went flying, and he's got it now. I may have to just call him number 2. Maybe we can check this as he's trying to dig the defender here. And he backs back out. As he stands out there waiting for one of his players to cut. But the Pope John defender is not making a move, so he can take his time. Now he passes off to the side. Back to the middle. Couldn't handle it. Now he's got it. Number 2 with a nice move, but good defense by the goalie as he was able to grab that short hop. And number 2, not there. We don't have him listed. Maybe at the end of the period if we can find out. And here comes Pope John. And it'll go back to, that number 10 there, that is Little Caesar. Pedro Cesar. Pedro scoops it up. We got a timeout here. I believe that was signaled by the Jets. Their head coach is Peter Papagiannopoulos. And for your health and mine, I think we'll just call him Coach Pap from here on. Make it a whole lot easier on all of us. So for the Jets, their head coach is Coach Pap. And I don't have a list. I don't have the coach for Pope John on their roster here. And we'll try to get you that information too. But we're taking a little break in the action. There's 2 minutes, 2 seconds to go here in the first period, and we're all tied up at 1. Most of the action, well, for Pope John, the action came very quickly early on in the first 30 to 40 seconds of the game. Number 6, Gaskell, a little spin move, and he was all alone at the goalie's doorstep, an easy goal. And then all the action has been pretty much in the Jets zone, with the exception of a nice play by Brian Cloherty of the Jets, who stole a pass and then raced down the field and dished it off to number 17, Sam Ennis, who scored to even this game up. As Pope John comes back out on the field, I don't, as I say, lacrosse is not a sport that, and I'm sure you can tell, is not a sport that I know well. I'm wondering, is there any significance to the color of the helmets in terms of positions? I really don't know that. So we're getting ready as the Jets, number 15, that stolen away, number 15 for the Jets, that is John DiFilippo. I believe he is also a solid performer on the Lynn Jets hockey team. This hockey and lacrosse is sort of a mix between hockey and soccer, even a little bit of football. Hard shot, a little off target. And Pope John will bring the ball in from behind the goal. And nice defense there. I believe that's 23. That's Quinn Brinkler. Nice defense as he knocked it away, and it'll be Jets ball with a minute 25 to go in the first period. Brinkler brings it in. He's jogging along the near sideline here. Now he's picked up a long pass downfield. Couldn't be handled there, and it'll come back to Pope John. As that ball was passed from about the Jets' 25 to Pope John's 25. And quickly down the sideline, the far sideline, Pope John comes and they retain possession. Number 1, as they're passing it from side to side, that's Louiselle over to Gaskell. He's being watched by Cloherty. They want to make sure that he doesn't sneak around. And now a cut by Louiselle, but number 5 couldn't handle it. That's Helbry. And good defense there as it's scooped up and thrown, played by the goalie. As he quickly passes it back out, he came all the way out to about the 30-yard line. And now Pope John, with 10 seconds to go in the period, a hard shot as Albernas all over it though, and it was a little high as clock stops with 6 seconds. And let's see if the Jets can maintain this 1-1. Ooh, just went wide, and 0.6 of a second as Pope John is probably easily outshot the Jets, maybe about, I'd say probably 10-2, something like that in this first period. But with the exception of that first, and Cloherty drops it in, and that'll do it as the clock ticks off that last 0.6 of a second. And at the end of one period here at Manning Field, it's the Lynn Jets 1 and Pope John 1. And we'll be back with you shortly.
So that's only one to go check for that number 2.
So here we are, we're underway in the second period, and we switch goals here, and Pope John on the attack again. And just as in the first period, Gaskell right down the middle, and his hard shot from about 5-10 yards is good as it zips by the goalie, and Pope John Pope John takes a 2-1 lead. They were held scoreless for pretty much that whole period, with the exception of that early goal. And here they go with in the first 18 seconds of the second period, and they're back on the scoreboard. And we go with the face-off, and let's see if the Jets can hang with this team. I was just talking with one of the students from Pope John, and I guess Pope John he thought they were 2-1 on the season with 2 pretty lopsided wins, something like 16-2 over Everett, and then they lost the double overtime game, I think, to Lowell Catholic. So the Lynn Jets are holding their own against a solid team here. So let's see if the Jets can mount an attack. All the action is in their own zone. And as I say that, another goal. That one by, let's see if we can pick that one up. Looks like might be number 1. If it is, yes, that's Louis Sell. So quickly, in a little more than a minute, Pope John has just scored 2 goals, and the Jets are going to need to keep their composure and see if they can bounce back here. And kind of a scrum in the middle as the face-off, and hard for me to really tell what they're doing. I see these 2 players pushing hard on their sticks. But they're gonna have to talk with some of these players before the next game and figure this one out. It looks like kind of like in a hockey game, maybe when you've got the puck along the boards and it's not moving. It doesn't look. Hard to tell what they're doing right here, but the ball must be under all of that, and neither of them seems to be gaining an advantage. And just as I say that, the Jets, I believe that's for the Jets. I believe that was Belize, and once again the Jets now taken away by Pope John now, but the Jets mounting an attack on the far side as player goes all the way around the goal. He's being checked and looking for some room, passes, but he couldn't hold it, and that was number 7. That's Jefferson Sock. Wasn't able to hold that pass, and it'll go back to Pope John. Takes it out of bounds. This is Helbry. Inbounds. Sock. Jefferson Sock. And Pope John passing the ball. These are the midfielders. Number 14, that's DeLise. Looking to attack right down the middle, and he does. Knocked down, and there's a penalty right there. That's going to be unnecessary roughness, as that player was flattened as number 14 cut to the goal. He was checked hard, and let's see who that's on. Well, the biggest guy on the field is Clarity, I think. I couldn't really see, but definitely you could see that flag go up as soon as he leveled them. So Pope John with the ball, and the Jets a man down here. Hard shot sails over the goal. It was kind of a sidearm shot from about the 30-yard line. And Pope John dominating the offense, and now the scoreboard 3-1. It was 1-1 at the end of one. Another hard shot goes just off target to the right, but Pope John. Number 14, the player is DeLeese. He's the one that just got hit. Working around. Nice play, as that was number 5, Helbury, who snuck in, got the pass, and quickly whipped it through the goal. So, Pope John starting to dominate here.
I think that was 28 that they sent out.
And 3 quick goals here in the first 4 minutes, 3.5 minutes. And Pope John beginning to pull away here. Let's see if the Jets can respond. Here they are with the face-off. And Jets ball. Number 8 in the middle is Shidley Belize. He's in the center. On the near side here, number 7 is Jefferson Sock. And behind the goal, let's see. That's number 23 passing it behind the goal. Is Brinkler. Nice pass right, but he couldn't handle it. Ooh, Matul with a hard shot from about the 30. Offline though. 7:40 to go. As the Jets cut right in front, but can't handle it. And here's Pope John picks up the ball and goes on the attack. They're being defended along the. It's number 2 again. We don't know who that is for the Jets. Ooh, that one was blocked by Albernas. Good play by the goalie there. Long pass down, but intercepted by Pope John. He's being harassed at midfield by Ennis. But Pope John picks up the loose ball, and here they come. He gets by Belize. And we get another penalty. See who that's on. And we see a couple of players heading to the sidelines. Tough to say. But I see Jose Matul is off the field. I don't know if he was the player that was penalized. Pass right in the middle. Too easy that time. That was DeLeese to, I believe that is number 5 again. Yep. That was Helbury, and Pope John is making it look easy that time as Helbury cut right, and Coach Pap calls a timeout to try to stop the momentum here. been all Pope John here in the second period. We came into the second period all tied up at 1, and there's 6:35 to go, and it's Pope John 5 and the Lynn Jets 1. Coach Pap. In the first period, it was really the lack of offense, but the defense for the Jets was solid. They faced a lot of shots. Here, it's been the defense that's been porous, and we'll see what kind of adjustments they made. As let's see who that is for. You can tell for the Pope John, it's Helbury, because he's got that helmet like the Notre Dame Fighting Irish, that silver gold helmet stands out. But for that might be Belize. Kind of tough to see. They're both so close to the ground. As the other play, and let's see, it's pulled away by the Jets, and this is number 60. Ooh, and we got a slashing. You could see that and hear that. So let's see who they get that one on. That's on Pope John, but 16, it was Kenny Perez who was slashed. And the Jets will, Pope John will be man down here. So the Jets with the man advantage here. Let's see if they can take advantage and get back into this game. So this is Belize. Ooh, a hard shot, nice play as the goalie was able to pick that one up. I don't even know how he saw that, as Belize was on target, but nice play by the goalie. And this is Helbury. Oh, Helbury's breaking loose. As he's been involved in most of the action this period, scoring. I believe he has two goals, maybe an assist. And this is number 14. Goes right to the middle, but shot's a little wide. The main players for Pope John have been, in this period, it's been Delise, number 14, and Helbury. Louis Sell 1. And in the first period, it was Gaskell. Actually, I think Gaskell scored the first goal in this period too, so Gaskell with 2 goals. And the Jets looking to get it back. And this time we get another timeout, this time by Pope John. So we'll take the timeout too with 4:42 to go here in the second period at Manning Field. It's Pope John 5, Jets 1. Sam Ennis on the offense. On the other end here, they're the attackers. So Pope John with the ball, and this is Gaskell. They're passing the ball around the perimeter and looking for someone to cut right there. And there goes Gaskell cutting through the middle. Not Gaskell, that was Louis Sell. They couldn't find him. So the Jets playing back, not pressuring, and trying to prevent that. And Louis Sell right down the middle. This is Helbury. Shot is wide. Another difference with Lacrosse is, even though they shot the ball out, they get it back. That takes a little getting used to. You'd think that their shot went wide, it should go to the other team. But no. And this is Delise setting up. That ball was deflected as Albernas has been facing a steady stream of shots. It's got to be, we're not keeping statistics on it, but I would say probably maybe a shot, and missed a wide open player for Pope John. Probably 12, 13 shots to maybe 2 or 3. And Delise fakes the pass, pulls back out, and almost knocked away, but scooped back up by Helbury. As the ball just 3 minutes ago, they've been down in there in just around the Jet goal for the last minute and a half. Jets can't, now it's knocked away. Nice play. Nice scoop pass, but couldn't hold on to it. And it goes back to Pope John. That was, I believe that was Clarity, who's knocked it away and scooped the pass. The Jets fighting to get, but Helbury. And here comes Pope John quickly converting defense to offense. Right down the middle, this is Louisel. Spins. Clarity stays on him. Knocks it away, but picked up again. And a lot of physical play. That time, 2 Pope John players ran into each other. And they're scrambling. No one can seem to get a hold of it. Now Pope John does. Quickly passes it up and becomes the Jets stealing it away. Let's see who that is. That ball is bumped out of the cradle. And I believe that's going back to Pope John with under 2 minutes now. 1:51 to go here in the second period. Shidley Belise back in. Long shot goes wide as we heard the Pope John players from up here yelling, "Rocket, rocket, rocket." Must mean shoot it. As, oof, nice play by Albernas as he robbed him there. That was Helbury all alone, and Albernas robbed him. But no relief, as it's been Pope John on the attack all night long. And let's see if the Jets can, this is scooped up. No, passed right to Pope John though. Right back. A hard shot is blocked though, and nobody can get possession here. Let's see who's got it now. This looks like Clarity, but right back to Pope John as this, and they score. There's just relentless pressure as once again, that was, I believe that was Louisel. Let's see. As the Jets just unable to get that ball out of their own zone. And sooner or later, it's going to find its way to the back of the net. It just did. So, 5 goals unanswered by Pope John. And 44 seconds to go. Jets trail by 5. Belise pulls it away. And nobody can get position. Nice play by Belise, but I believe that was Sock. Couldn't handle the pass. Belise with a hard check. And here comes Pope John in that familiar position. This is Gaskell in the center. He missed the play. He missed his player on the wing. He backs up. Only 5 seconds to go. I don't know if he realizes it. And I believe the clock is going to... And that'll do it. As the clock runs out here in the second period. And at the end of 2 periods here at Manning Field in Lynn, it's the home team down I score 6-1. In the third period, as we switch sides again, and let's see if the Jets can get something going offensively here. Just underway, 11:35 to go here in the third period, and it's the Jets. Ooh, the pass stolen away by Pope John as they were threatening. Once again, Pope John quickly going from on the break here, going from defense to offense. Here comes Gaskill right down the middle. Nice pass. And a Pope John play just right on the doorstep, and Albernas was defenseless there. That was number 12 who had set up. The only analogy I can make is probably the hockey, where you have a player right on the goal and no defender there, and a quick pass from Gaskill to number 12. That was Curtis, scores his first goal, and that was an easy goal. And this is Shidley Belize, who takes these face-offs, and so it's been 6 consecutive goals for Pope John. At one point, at the end of one, it was all tied at 1, but it's been all Pope John since then. And here we go for the face-off. Police pulls it away, and here comes the Jets. This is, I believe that's Clardy trying to pick it up. There's a lot of pushing as the ball is finally fielded by Gaskill, who is quick. And he gets around the defender. And here he comes. As they set up again, this time no Pope John player right in front has set up in front of the goal, but they're waiting for a player to cut. As Gaskill spins the stick and tries to get, he got 2 defenders on him, and that shot from long range was off mark. The Pope John ball, number 12 is Curtis. He's just scored the last goal. And Pope John with the ball, looking to add to the lead, passes it back out. And here comes Louisel. A nice spin move, but stolen away by the Jets. Right down the middle of the field. This is, knocked away. And back the other way. As the ball is knocked out of the cradle. Here comes, let's see who that is. And number 6, Gaskill. Number 19, who made that, was Gamalis. I guess as Helbury spins around and the ball's knocked down, but Helbury recovers and knocked back out by the Jets to midfield. Jets looking to get that ball, but Pope John, Gaskill, kind of was ready to fire at the goal before he actually, it's kind of like getting ready to run before you catch the ball in the game of football. I'm trying to make sense out of some of these things I'm seeing by comparing them to sports I do know. And this is Louisel, who was bodied off. Good defense there by the Jets, but once again, Pope John, hard shot by Gaskill, and Albernas dove at it. That ball was ripped from about 25 yards, or from the 25-yard line. The goal was at the 10, so that would be about 15 yards, but hard shot for the goal. That's the third for Gaskill there, one of their key players, and Pope John's been piling it on. As I mentioned earlier, they beat Everett 16, I believe it was 16-1 or 16-2, so they're a good team, and Jets are they're realizing it, but hanging in there. So let's see who this is. At midfield for the Jets, number 26 is Ryan Bursey. And it's pulled away by Pope John. That was Josue Matul on the face-off. Number 28. It's Josue. And Pope John content to kind of nice defense there. And I believe they're going to get the Jets on a slash, and that might be Matul again as he heads to the South Sea. Who is that on? So I believe the Jets are going to be man down. Pope John still attacking. Number 4. And that ball goes back by the goalpost, and Pope John keeps possession. Passes back to the center. Hard blocked. A hard shot by number 4 for Pope John was blocked, but he gets it right back again. They just can't get that ball away. And this is the Gaskill show. I'm gonna call him Victor Gaskill. It's the Victor Gaskill show, and that's 4 goals for Gaskill, and he's got a heater that he's been throwing at Albernas, who's had a first 12 minutes. He stopped a lot of shots, but his defense hasn't really been giving him much support, and he's been under constant siege here. Here we go for another face-off. Well, they must be trying to pull that ball loose from under the stick somehow. And they finally do. So, the Jets. This is Belize. Here comes Shidley bringing the ball upfield. As he fakes it to Belize. That was Kenny Perez that he faked it to a hard shot that time. Believe that was Matul. Nice, good defense by Josue, but here comes Pope John. They are relentless. I believe that was Matul that was knocked down over there on the sideline. He's playing hard. 6:20 to go, and probably game out of reach, but the Jets are still playing hard out there. As actually forgot to mention that this is not, I keep wanting to say Lynn English or English, but it's not. It's the It's all three high schools here in Lynn. It's these players from Lynn English, Lynn Classical, and Lynn Tech combined. Nice block there by Alvernos, and let's see what they get here. Another flag there. See what the call was. On 15. I know that. Let's see who that was. That's John DiFilippo, who was penalized. So once again, the Jets a man down. They'd like to, a hard shot that hit the post. Almost knocked the goal over. And the Jets fling it down from one end of the field to the other. Here comes the goalie, taking it all the way up to midfield. It's stolen away, and there's nobody in the goal. Let's see if they can put a shot on goal. No, knocked away as the goalie was, I don't know where he was going. Looked like he thought he was an attacker. The ball got knocked away, but the Jets couldn't put it in the empty net. They couldn't get possession. And here comes Gaskill. Oh, nice fake. And the shot was wide. Nice fake there by number 4. I don't know who that is. I don't have him on my roster here. He must be a teammate of number 2 for the Jets. But he faked that shot, went right around the defender, and then the easy shot went wide. And I'm not sure what the delay is here. Exactly 5 minutes to go in this one. And probably the Jets at this point would like to score another goal here. Ooh, that ball was deflected and then played by Albernos. His long pass can't be fielded, but let's see. Jets have it now. Let's see who that is. Nice play by, I just can't make out the number from here, but could have been Pedro Cesar. And here comes Big Bad Pope John. On the attack again. Pass in the middle, but knocked away, and then right back, and taken back by the Jets, and then back by Pope John. This is number 12 here. This is Curtis. He whiffs on the shot. 3:45 to go. This is DeLise. As Pope John just taking their time working on their plays here. And that was DeLise, the spin move right in the center of the defense, and another goal. 10-1. For the Jets, Police pulls it away. Number 11 for the Jets is, I haven't called his name, and that's because I can't find his number. No. A lot of talking out there, even still now with less than 3 minutes to go. Jets are still communicating, working on their defense. Number 4 has got a hard shot. Here comes Gaskell again. Fires the ball wide. He is lightning quick. Scored the first 2 goals, and he added 2 more here. And here he's looking for a 5th. I don't know if they use the term a hat trick. He's got more than a hat trick. He's got 4, and the Jets, in rare offensive mode here, looking to score 1 more here before this game ends. Matul. Let's see if he tries that long-range shot all alone. And Josue Matul scores a goal!
Stop. That was good, Mr. B. That was good.
Gotta work on that one, but I think Josue deserved that. I gotta work on my. I should be able to hold it longer than that. That only lasted about 8 seconds, you know. So it's 10-2 as Josue Matul finally registers a goal for the Jets. That's the first one they've had since Sam Ennis scored in the first period. And let's see, Pope John right back. Oh, nice block there as Helbrey went to shoot. The ball was knocked away by Clarity. Good defense. 2:03 to go. Jets looking maybe for 1 more here. End this game on an up note. See if they can get the ball away. Pope John. This is Gaskell looking for someone to cut. But the Jets defending well here. Back out. 1:30 to go as Delise, as he ran straight to the goal, he was checked, but the ball was high. Shot was high. Clock stopped, 1:25 to go. As the night has set in here, and the only light we have here is from those high-powered stanchions, and goalie almost has that ball knocked away as he scampered out of the goal. A little bit earlier he went running, he was about midfield, the ball got knocked away, and but the Jets couldn't get possession, otherwise they would have another easy score. And let's see, this may be the last attack of the game as Gaskell sort of spins his stick and just holds the ball. They're probably going to let that clock, maybe not. This is they're dribbling out the clock, the shot clock at the end of a basketball game, but maybe not. They're up 10-2, but let's see if they're still going for a goal. Looks like Gaskell would like another one, but he comes back out, and they're going to let the clock run out. 3, 2, 1, and that'll do it here as Pope John takes this game easily by a score 10-2, and the Jets play Pope John. So here we go for the 4th and final period. As they say, the tape doesn't lie. I sure hope this tape doesn't get out beyond Lynn, because I can't deny that I just called this game about 2 minutes ago. I thought that the game had ended, and one of the students here from Lynn English came by and said, you just called the game over, but I think there's 12 more minutes to go here. And I looked up at the scoreboard and, oops, little mistake there. I thought there were only 3 periods. like a hockey game. So not the best way to start out this year my lacrosse announcing, but I guess you got to learn through your errors. So here we go. Maybe the Jets have an 8-goal comeback in them, after I had counted them out after 3. So, but it's Pope John in their familiar attacking role, and that ball, I think Albernas got a piece of that. It sailed over the top of the goal. So this is the 4th and final period here. 10:50 to go. Pope John on top, 10-2, and some rough play back in the end zone. And let's see and that ball comes to the Jets. This is Josue Matul with the ball. Nope. Now, let's see, who is that racing along the sideline? Oh, nice play. Let's see. He keeps that ball knocked away. That was Belize as he raced to about the 50-yard line and then had the ball knocked away. Nice moves by Shidley Belize. A couple of spin moves. Probably Belize with a strong game. Matul, number 18, Ryan Clardy, and Sam Ennis with the first goal. Josue with the second. Those are the players who have been in the action most of the evening. I notice over on the Jet sideline, they've got a combined 3 schools, and they look like they have 8 or 9 players over on the bench. Pope John looks like just a couple, maybe 3 or 4 subs, and that's it. And it looks like, was this a timeout? I believe this is a timeout, so we'll take a little break and we'll be right back with you shortly. And we're underway here as the Jets quickly downfield. Oh, as that ball was dropped by Jefferson Sock, and we're back on the Pope John on the offense, as the Jets looked like they might have a scoring opportunity there, but Sock couldn't hold on to the ball. And he throws his stick in disgust over on the sideline as, let's see who, I believe that's Belize who comes in for Sock. Belize all alone at the center of the field. As the clock is ticking, and now the clock stops. So there's so they had I guess one of the players was out of position, number 19. And here we go. Here comes Belize all alone. He passes over here. Number 2, that's a player a pass behind the goal. Back out to Matul. He fakes it. He's looking for a little bit of room. He passed to Belize right down the middle. Shidley's shot is too high. Pope John a man down here, and the Jets on the attack. So it's five against 3 in the attacking zone here. Lots of space for the Jets. Let's see if they can make something happen here with a 2-man advantage. Oh, no, threw it right over their pass was too high. That was Quinn Brinkler. Tried to connect and wasn't able to. So a big opportunity there. We got another stop in the action. See if we got, is that a Pope John timeout here? Either way, we got the action stopped here with 8:41 to go, and the Jets with a couple of chances there, but they couldn't connect. Kind of late in the game, but still hoping to score another goal or two before the time expires. So two teams with their respective coaches. For Pope John, that's Coach Firmino, and for the Lynn Jets, that's Peter Papagiannopoulos, known as Coach Pap. And the Pope John players make their way back out onto the field, and the Jets with their sticks up in the air, and we're just about ready to start playing again. So let's see. See if we're even up in terms of players, or is Pope John still a man down? I believe it's all even. Yeah. So, time back in, and the familiar attack is for Pope John. This is number 14, Release. Back out to Gaskill, that shot was about 10 feet over the goal here. Pope John retrieves it, and back in play. That time the entry pass a little high, and here comes the Jets. I believe this is Clarity. Yep. Brian Clarity. Nice spin. That little underhand pass to Belize. Looking for a little bit of space. Belize. They switch positions, Belize, and this is behind the goal. Knocked away by Pope John, picked up and scrambling for. Ball goes back to Pope John. Number 21, Aiden Seitz for the Jets. There's a player I don't believe I've called his name. Ooh, nice play by Alvarez as he He robbed. I don't even know if you could tell that was in the cradle there. Nice play though. Police quickly. And who's that? That was Ennis looking for another goal. Nice pass, but it couldn't be handled by Pope John. Ennis was all alone, but they couldn't get the ball to him on the attack. Picked up by the Jets. A nice, quick move. And they got the number here. He's knocked down. Pretty physical action here. Let's see what they got with the call. Jet ball. Once again, Jets keeping possession. Let's see who's got it now. Ball's still. Number 2 is getting knocked around for the Jets. He's one of the smaller players. Ooh. Can't really catch what the ref is saying from this distance, but I believe going to stay with the Jets. Yeah. Back out. Number 6 for the Jets, I believe that's Jack Hines. .5:25 to go. Pope John with the ball. On the near side here, defending, that's Seitz. Gaskill looking for a little bit of space. And a hard shot by number 4. That's I don't have his number. That's his second goal, I believe. But don't have him listed here. He get a hard shot. He just scored from about the 35-yard line. Is Elbrey winning the face-off, quickly back in the attacking zone. Shot is wide. Jets ball. Looks like the Jets have a new goalie in there. Knocked away. You could hear the sticks. And here comes the 4-on-1 break. And no way you could defend against that. 4-on-1 break there. And can't make out the number for the goalie here, but that's the first one that he's given up. The other ones were all scored off of Alan Alvernos. And the Jets back on defense. In the middle now, number 26 is Ryan Bursey for the Jets. Like chance to score one more goal here maybe before the game ends. This is Gaskell. Blocked by the goalie there. Can't make out the number, but I believe that is Gustavo Delgado. Yeah, I think that's number 20. The backup goalie, Delgado. And couldn't handle that, but knocked down and right back as Pope John just holds that ball in no hurry as the clock ticks down. We're 2:45 and counting. Hard check, and let's see who that is. We got a roughness penalty on number 24. That's Dennis Piero, I think it is. Piero. First time we've seen him out there. That was a hard check. They get him for unnecessary roughness, and the Jets will be down a man. Giants still looking for more goals, and that one, or number 4, is he's got all his goals are from a good 20-25 yards, and that one was just whipped right by Delgado, and it's 13-2, and not looking good. So let's see who we got there is in the face-off for the Jets. Most of the evening it's been Matul or Belize. I believe that might be Josue. Yep. So under 2 minutes now, clock slowly ticking down this game. This last period. Game was pretty much over after 3, and it just seems like they're moving in slow motion, and I guess they are. They're just letting that clock tick down. And the Jets are still playing hard. It's number 12, Curtis, cut to the goal, but stolen away, but Pope John gets it right back as they've had possession for probably 3/4 of the game they've been down in the Jets. And then we're under a minute as the clock starts ticking down, and just about ready to wrap this one up for the Jets. It was up against a strong opponent, and they played a valiant game. They were all even after one, and the Pope John opened up in the second period, and with 5 goals in the period, and they extended that out to, as they're looking for one more, as 15 seconds to go, they extended that out to 10-2 after 3, and they added 3 more here. The goals for the Jets, scored by Sam Ennis and by Josue Matul. And as the clock ticks down, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and that'll do it. So, for my camera people, Louis, De Leon, and Javon Dunn, this is Ken Vorspan saying we'll see you next time.